Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a general reading focused on the Divine Masculine and their thoughts about you. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what'll come up for this reading. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout and take from it what makes sense for you personally, release the rest. I'll be pulling from my deck here, the Thinking Man Oracle, and also grabbing some insight from the Relationship Design cards by Sister Moon Tarot. I'll go ahead and clarify with my tarot decks. So Virgo, here we are. You could also be cross-watching for a Divine Masculine representing Virgo. All right, here we are. What we have here is a betrayal, dishonest, disloyal, broken. So let's grab some words to go along with that. And you already know, if this is a part of your story, that you were dealing with a masculine, perhaps, that was not acting from a place of integrity, that could have resulted in you guys breaking up. So let's grab some words. Oh man, look at this. All right. This could be why they got themselves mixed up in this type of situation. It says, I never had a good example of what a loyal, loving, lasting relationship could be like. I just knew hurt, pain, and abandonment. Are you sure you want me? So this is a masculine here who's basically throwing it out there. It's like, I just didn't have a good example of what a good relationship was like. And that could have in turn affected how they conduct themselves in their romantic partnerships. The disloyalty is what they grew up with, what they've seen. And if they grew up in a broken home, perhaps that's all they're able to offer, you know. So there's a masculine here who clearly needs to be able to heal and address those types of behaviors. And they're asking you here, it's like, are you sure you want me? You know, because they're not even sure they would be able to show up for you the way you need them to. All right, Virgo. So let's grab some insight. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. All right, here we go. So it's one of those situations where you're masculine, you know, somebody ended up hurting them, or again, they grew up in an environment where they just did not have a good example of love, you know, or they could have not received that love from either a parent or parents, you know. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles right here, which is a beautiful energy. It's abundance. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. So it could be that there has been maybe a shift in that energy. We do have the Wheel of Fortune right here. This is interesting that we do have the Empress. Okay, so I must say, if you were dealing with a masculine who, for example, grew up in a household where maybe their father figure or whoever would represent that masculine energy in their life was missing, and so maybe it fell on their mother or a maternal influence in their life to bring them up. And if that part of their life was missing, you know, they perhaps didn't have that influence to learn from that whole experience growing up. So there is this potential that things can turn around here. However, we do have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles represents earth energy. So again, divine masculine could be the Virgo here. This is somebody who has worked very diligently to establish themselves in their career, finances. That looks really good for the King of Pentacles. This is also somebody who is ready to bring in this offer, which can represent a solid offer from the masculine, that they're ready to commit, that they are ready to be there as a permanent fixture, really, in your life. So what I'm feeling here, Divine Feminine, you might have distanced yourself from a masculine who just was incapable of offering you the stability that this perhaps different masculine could be offering you. So I'm kind of feeling a couple of different energies. Some of you guys might have let somebody go in order to attract this person who's the total opposite of somebody who was disloyal to you. Look at this. This is somebody who's not afraid to commit to you, you see? The Hierophant. So somebody as well might have learned some spiritual lessons to be able to come in as this King of Pentacles. So yes, of course, it's possible that somebody who grew up just knowing hurt, pain, and abandonment, they've maybe worked on that. Maybe they've done some shadow work to be able to come towards you as a better version of themselves. And Divine Feminine, you're also coming in as the High Priestess, tapping into your intuition. Maybe should your Divine Masculine reach out, this is something that you will pick up and realize it's like, wait a minute, they've changed. You know, the same person, or the person, the masculine who ended up being dishonest to me, who hurt my heart, who broke my heart, who was disloyal to me, I'm not seeing that. So maybe through your own observation, you'll be able to see that they are coming towards you as a person who's worked on themselves. All right, so let's go ahead and grab another set of cards. So take that if it makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what other scenario we can bring up here for you, Virgo. So if you didn't resonate with that part, let's see what else. For Virgo, we do have Earth, which of course that's your own Earth energy. It says grounded, connected, rooted. All right, let's grab a card. Some of you could also be focused on another Earth sign. Maybe you're both Earth signs, or Earth sign placements in each other's charts, okay? So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Let's grab some dialogue here. Man, this is very specific, guys. Okay, I don't want to mess up your life. I'm no good for you. This is somebody who knows they're actually not good for you because of their issues. So it is presenting itself in that way because, as we've already seen, they didn't have a good example of a loyal, loving, lasting relationship. So they know that they can't offer this to you. So perhaps, Virgo, or my Divine Feminines, you're being directed to just focus elsewhere and ground yourself in a way where you know, through trusting your heart and your instincts, that this is not the relationship for you. It's just coming through in that way. So let's go ahead and clarify. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. Very specific, but it is presenting itself here this time. And maybe through their love for you, because that's what I'm feeling here, Virgo. This person loves you. They care for you. And because of that, they know that they would mess up your life. So in a way, it's a blessing in disguise that they're walking away from you, or they've distanced themselves from you. Or you, Divine Feminine, might have distanced yourself from this person. They don't want to mess up your life, so you guys might be in a situation where you're better off without each other, regardless of the love and affection that's there. Look at this, the Hangman. Yeah, there is this need to detach, to let go, to surrender this connection. Through distance and time apart, it really will give you guys a better understanding of why you guys more than likely are better off apart. I'm assuming at this point you guys are no longer together. And clearly there is this pain as a result of that separation that needs to heal. So take this time, Virgo, if you feel you need it. There's healing that's happening here. That healing is what's going to bring you a new beginning. Look at this. You've got the Ace of Swords. So the clarity that's needed in order for you to realize what is good for you, what is not good for you. And sometimes, you know, after we've had our heart broken or having to let somebody go, it's very difficult for us to start again, but that is where you're being directed. You really are being guided onto a very different path here. We've got Aquarius popping up, so maybe for some of you guys, you could be dealing with an Aquarian. You could have Aquarius in your chart. you can still have this wish that can manifest for you, Virgo. It might not be with the person that you had initially thought you'd end up with, but you're still meant to find happiness. You're still meant to be able to find fulfillment in your life. It's just that you might have gotten yourself involved with somebody who couldn't even find fulfillment in their own life, so they can't offer that to you. All right, guys, so this one's a little bit of a tough love situation here, but there is this need to detach and let go, because you could be dealing with a masculine who needs to be able to work on loving themselves. If they can actually work on that, then maybe they can come back and reconnect with you, not looking to you to complete them because they've already worked on that for themselves. So it's not impossible that you guys can reconnect, but right now it's just not the right time. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. See you next time.